It's that time of day again where we've got some new information on Sonic Colors Ultimate, and this is actually substantial new information. It's not just some random new stage gameplay, it's actual new features of Colors Ultimate specifically. It's called the HD Update Spotlight trailer, and before I begin, guys, this video is going to have opinions. Opinions you might not agree with, but that's okay, because as long as you respect them, I respect yours, everything will be all good. But before we get into my own opinions on this trailer, let's discuss the actual news of it first. So, this is the first time we ever got to see the Metal Sonic races. It basically is what it's looking like to be a time trial mode. Metal Sonic is there physically, so you're just racing him in any of these stages. It looks like it's old stages. And yeah, it doesn't look very in-depth, it just looks like a basic time trial type mode. Thinking about how Sonic Generations did the mission structure, there was like the Ghost, Classic and Modern Sonic levels. It's just like them pretty much, at least that's what it looks like. We also got our first gameplay look at the JADE Ghost Wisp. It seems to be kind of slow and you can go through these hidden gaps. I think they're specifically designed for this Wisp. We also got a look at the customization of the game, the customization options. And this just shows a page and it has multiple things on it. It's got stats, customize, my records, Supersonic. So Supersonic, I mean, obviously Supersonic was going to be in this game, but doubly confirmed. And extras. What could extras be? Could it be the Eggman simulator levels? Unless that'll be on a separate menu. They didn't actually talk about that here at all. Could it be, I don't know, a music player? Or switching back to the old music? Because please, let us switch back to the old music. Thank you very much. That's already been confirmed, so don't need to worry about that. I assume that'll probably be there. And then they did these comparisons of colors, and then they did Colors Ultimate. And they just had some other stuff. Metal Sonic, a weird announcer saying Metal Sonic in like the most screamy way possible. They talked about the 100 count ring thing, which I think I might have talked about in the previous video. But once you collect 100 rings, you become temporarily invincible. So it makes the game even easier. And also for Tails, they just highlighted the Tails save again. They never said that it was optional or not, because I'm pretty sure we know that it's not optional, because it's being in literally every single screenshot we've ever seen. And they talked about the new music because we got to hear Planet Wisp. Technically, we got to hear Planet Wisp in the first gameplay, because there was, I think it was Game Informer that had the Planet Wisp Act 1 gameplay. It had the same music, but you could not hear it a lot, because there were people commentating over the gameplay. But we got to hear it here for the first time, and they said fully remixed soundtrack. So that's pretty much all of the actual news that was here. Now I want to get into my actual opinions on the game, or just on this trailer as a whole. So if you don't like negativity or criticism, stop watching now. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go into it. I thought this trailer was awful. Everything they showed, I was not impressed with in the slightest. Let's get the very first thing out of the way. They made the Wii version of the game look purposely worse to make Colors Ultimate look better. If you go on that side-by-side comparison of Tropical Resort, they made the Wii game look so dark. It does not look that dark on the Wii. I will bring up screenshots of the actual Wii game, not from Dolphin, but from directly on the Wii, right here, and you can compare for yourself. They look different. The Wii game looks far better, and it's clear that they did this just to make Colors Ultimate look better, because if you make the Wii version dark, then yeah, of course Colors Ultimate is gonna look better. But that's just really deceiving. I don't like that kind of marketing. That's just, it feels like a lie, you know? And I'm not really happy with that at all. They shouldn't have to make the Wii version look darker. If it's a Colors remaster, it should just look better, but because it doesn't, they've had to edit the old footage, so that's really disappointing, Sega. I'm not gonna lie. Really disappointing. To me, that shows a lack of faith in the new art style. Because obviously what's happened is that they can't replicate the Wii's lighting. And in fact, in here it says improve the lighting, which I don't think it is. If it was a flat-out improvement, there wouldn't be such an argument online. There wouldn't be these wars going on social media constantly, if the game was just flat-out improved. So obviously something has gone wrong. Whether you like it or not, something has gone wrong, because everyone can't agree that a remaster, which sole purpose is to make it look better than the original game and maybe add some extra quality of life features, doesn't look objectively better compared to a game like Skyward Sword HD that is just the original game in HD and it looks really good. This game has just hasn't managed to capture the nuance of the graphics from the original game. Like, everything just seems to be really, I don't know, just super bloomy, as everyone's seeing. Like, Sonic is just super light, the shadows don't look right, darkened areas look light areas look dark. Like, it's a mess. It's a massive mess. Next I want to talk about this Metal Sonic thing, because the thing that's irked me about this is that Metal Sonic looks awful. Like, the animations for Metal Sonic look super stiff and like they barely exist. At the start of the footage, you can literally see he's in his idle animation. As he moves, he's barely got anything to him. He just kind of floats across the stage, and it doesn't look like he has a lot of detail. His running animation looks like a still frame, and it reminds me of Sonic Forces in a way, where you use the boost for shadow. It's literally just a still animation. It's a still frame. It feels like exactly what they've done for Metal Sonic here. So yeah, really underwhelming. Really, really underwhelming. It doesn't look great. Yeah, it's basically a time travel feature in disguise as, ooh, look, it's Metal Sonic. The customization features look fine. I've not got much to say. We haven't seen a lot of it. The menu looks ugly, though. Why does Sonic look so dark? Like, it just doesn't, that doesn't look appealing to me at all. Not in the slightest. The Jade Ghost Wisp, I'm sorry. I think it looks really rubbish. Like, it looks so slow and clunky. Like, you can home onto enemies and then go through gaps, but it looks super slow. And, like, it looks like, I don't know. Like it doesn't look fun. Like, the drill is fast, so is the laser. I like the wisps. I actually think the wisps in this game are mostly fun, except for Cube. I think Cube is absolute garbage. Everything else I think is pretty fun, but I think this Jade Ghost Wisp looks absolutely rubbish. And even Izuka himself said that this is more for exploration than it is speed. So it's definitely not my thing. It doesn't really look like it adds anything to the gameplay at all. That doesn't look like it adds anything. They confirmed customizable controls and then didn't show it at all. Like, they flat out didn't show anything. They just showed gameplay. I thought maybe they were going to show us, ooh, maybe you can actually put the quick steps onto the triggers, but they didn't show anything. So I'm going to see them and say you can't do that. It's probably just going to be, oh, you can map different buttons, which is fine in of itself, but most consoles already have that feature built into the console itself, so I'm not sure how important that really is. They showed the tail save, still not optional. I hate it so much. 100 count makes the game even easier. Like, ugh, not great. And then the music. I think this Planet Wisp music just sounds, oh, really, like, I don't want to say bad, and on its own, it's fine. As a remix, as a standalone remix, it's fine. But for this match in the game, I think it does a poor job. Planet Wisp is meant to be really serene and quiet and desolate, and this one is just dubstep central that just is very unpleasant to the ears, and I just don't think it fits Planet Wisp at all, and that's why I'm begging so much. Please show us the option to switch to the old music. It is there, I'm pretty sure, but they haven't technically shown us to it yet. Please show us that option. I need it so much. The sad part is that the Reach for the Stars remix that was confirmed from the Sonic Symphony to be in Sonic Ultimate, that is the version in this game. I think it sounds good. I think it sounds high quality, different. I still prefer the old one. I think this one may be a bit too busy, but I think it's pretty good. Planet Wisp, absolutely not. I do not like this music at all. So overall, I thought this trailer was a poor show. They made the Wii version look worse. The Metal Sonic thing looks not good, and the animations look terrible. The Jade Ghost Wisp doesn't look really fun to use at all, and the game just still doesn't look better. And the music, every remix I've heard so far, except for Reach for the Stars, sounds worse. I think sounds way worse. And again, opinions. I need to say this a million times. I'm not trying to shove this in your face. If you don't agree with me, that's all good. I respect it if you enjoy what you're seeing. I do not, though. And I do hold the fact that if there's so much arguments being made online, there is something wrong. It's a remaster. That's it. It's not a remake. It's a simple remaster. So it shouldn't be looking this drastically different. You know, it shouldn't be looking like the lighting engine is completely different. It's a remaster. Really, it should have just been the same game, but with 4K resolutions, but it's not. It's got a completely different lighting engine because they've ported it to a different gameplay engine entirely. And that just seems like just off to me. The game looks off. They made it look worse. They made the Wii version look worse. So obviously they know that something is up. So yeah, I'm not impressed. So please, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I know this video is going to receive dislikes because I'm not positive, but I just want to be real. I just don't think this looks good, and hopefully Sega might actually listen to us and be like, oh shit, maybe they're right. Maybe you guys should work on the lighting some more. And again, I'm not blaming the developers, and I'm not blaming Sega. I'm just blaming the whole thing because I don't know who's responsible for what. Sega might not have given the developers enough of the assets from the original game. They had to like do everything blind, in which case I would sympathize with the developers, but we don't know the situation, so I'm just gonna blame the game. The game looks bad to me. It looks really bad and not what a remaster should be. But again, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. Sorry for the negativity, but I just gotta keep things real. Sorry about that. Peace out, my dudes.